Hey y'all, my name is Carolina and I'm a first year graduate student in the Population Biology graduate group here at Davis studying microbes. Today I'm going to talk to you about archaea and bacteria. I'm going to introduce you to who those little guys are and where they live. The figure on the left is the tree of life you will be seeing throughout the day, which is a phylogenetic tree or a diagram that shows how the organisms or branches on this earth are related to each other. The last branch in the gold box is the oldest branch on this tree, and it encompasses the two domains of organisms that I'll be talking with you about today, archaea and bacteria. Though this first tree might make it look like microbes don't make up much of the planet, if you check out a comprehensive tree of life, which is shown to the right, we see that archaea and bacteria, which are circled in gold, actually make up the majority of life on Earth, while the other organisms that you will learn about today, including humans, are in the smallest and youngest branch of the tree, encircled in red called eukaryotes. Pretty neat, right? Let's get into it. Imagine standing in the Davis sun during the peak of summer, where it's so hot the backs of your knees are sweating and the AC in your home is broken. Or driving past a cow pasture that smells deeply of methane for eternity, or swimming in a pool of toxic heavy metals. You're probably uncomfortable just thinking about these environments, but archaea love the extreme. It's actually in their name. Archaea are extremophiles. These unicellular prokaryotes, which means they do not have a nucleus to house their DNA, have evolved to inhabit some of the most severe conditions on our planet, like hot springs, which are called thermophiles, or very salty bodies of water, which are called halophiles. These pictures show millions of thermophiles in Mammoth Springs at Yellowstone National Park. The boiling hot water forms the perfect habitat for these extreme lovers, and over time, their populations have deposited these calcium carbonate stair-step features you see. Because life may have formed in extreme conditions, scientists go out to the field to study these environments and learn about how life may have originated on Earth or may be evolving on other planets as we speak. With everything going on in the world right now, I think we should take a moment to just breathe. In for 3 and out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't that feel nice? All the oxygen filling your lungs and calming you down. Well, we can thank bacteria for that. More specifically, we can thank cyanobacteria for the great oxygenation event. 3 billion years ago, the Earth's atmosphere was anoxic or lacking oxygen, but these guys evolved the ability to photosynthesize. This means they could take light energy from the sun and carbon dioxide to produce oxygen. Over the course of 2 billion years, cyanobacteria steadily grew, forming colony aggregations called stromatolites, shown in the pictures to the left, and pumped oxygen into the Earth's atmosphere. This great oxygenation event enabled respiration, or the process of using free oxygen to produce energy. If we look at the gold box in the figure to the right, we can see that these increases in atmospheric oxygen led to species radiations, or the evolution of the diverse organisms we see and you'll learn about today. Now, I introduced y'all to how scientists study thermophiles to see how life may have originated on Earth and may be forming on other planets. But there are also scientists who research how microbes grow in space right now. Scientists at UC Davis, in partnership with NASA, took bacteria from Earth and brought them up to the International Space Station and found that they grew at similar rates or faster in space than on Earth. Also, the astronauts on the space station took swabs throughout their living quarters and brought them back down to Earth to see who was growing. When they ran the samples for identification, they found that microbes on the International Space Station resembled those of the ones in your home, which may seem boring at first, but it's actually quite comforting knowing there weren't any alien microbes. Most of the time, we only think about microbes as pathogens or illnesses when we get sick, but microbes are really all over and inside us all the time and actually do us more good than harm. The microbes that we live with are collectively called our microbiome, and together protect us from harmful pathogens by strengthening our immune system and can help us with bodily functions like digestion. The same goes with host microbiome relationships in marine systems like the animals shown here. Each pair of salty creatures used to belong to one species long ago, but the formation of the Isthmus of Panama separated the populations on the left from the ones on the right. Over time, these animals evolved or diverged into two related yet distinct sister species. Scientists at UC Davis went down and sampled from individuals of both species on either side of the land bridge and found for some that their microbiomes were actually conserved over time, like the clams, which suggests that these microbes may have a symbiotic relationship with their host. For other species, like the fish, their microbiomes were diverse, meaning these hosts' microbial partners are taken up by the environment, which may come from the different foods they eat. It's pretty cool to start thinking about how we acquire our microbial partners and what our roles to each other may be. So, this summer, when you're experiencing extreme Davis heat, or the next time you look up into space, I hope you take a moment and reflect on archaea and bacteria. Life is all around you, and you yourself are a world of your own. I hope you are enjoying picnic day and are learning new things. Thank you so much.